Hello there everyone and welcome back to another episode of Castlevania. We have gotten pretty far into Dracula's castle now. I believe that we are in the dungeons, the penultimate stage of the game, which I have no doubt means that things are going to get trickier and trickier. Last stage we took on was the catacombs, and that was far and away the meanest of the lot yet, so I'm not necessarily looking forward to this one. Enemies are only dealing more and more damage. Last time was a ton of flea men that were the problem. Hopefully there's less of them this time, just, you know. I like to think that horrible bridge, the really infamous one in the last stage, is kind of it. Like, you know, that's been and gone. We've had enough of our flea men now. We don't need more. We can just stick to skeletons. Which, to be fair, are also putting up quite a fight, seeing as we're stuck on stairs for so far. Now, the other problem is that from this point on, enemies are dealing 4 damage per hit. So we're dying pretty quickly if we don't do things well. Now, if I remember correctly, the idea of the red skeletons is that they keep respawning, which is not good for us, of course. The thing I realised that we didn't do last time was save as we got into that room, so we're going to need to do that. Whip upgrade, that's good. Second whip upgrade, dodge the bones though. The good news about the skeletons up the stairs is that they seem to be a little bit of a fake force, if you will. They don't actually seem to be able to do anything against us. When they're throwing their bones up, they're just going to the top of the screen and immediately despawning, which is good. What's not so good is the fact that we have lost a lot of health already. Now again, the problem is with Castlevania is we don't really have many good ways to restore health. Pretty much the only way is to find wall meat in, you know, various places. But if you can't find them, there's only so much you can do. We are actually going to save here because this means that we've got our 3 lives back rather than being stuck on just the 1. That's a nasty beginning to the stage. The flea men aren't too bad, so long as you can get them before they start moving. If they are moving, then they're a real problem. Like, see if I can get them, like, when they're like that. They're not too bad. It's just when they... Ooh, come on, dude. It's only when they start moving that they get really bad. Looks like we can only throw sub-weapons on stairs. We haven't really had to think about it yet. We can just avoid fighting while on stairs, but it's only now that they really become a thing. Right. And we'll save immediately. Get them immediately. Don't want to even bother fighting. I was trying to look out for war meat, but realised I need to deal with the enemy first before I start searching the area. Yeah, usually they hide them in blocks like this, but the problem is there's not really any indicator on what blocks they've hidden them in, so you just end up whipping everything in the hope that maybe something drops some meat to deal with. Like anything at all. Nothing there. Nothing there either. See, they kind of sake for a while, which is good for us because you just get them while they're saking on the ground, the flea men. And if they're on the ground in front of you, they kind of hop around for a bit before they start coming for you, which is also good for us because that's more time for us to go for them. I was kind of hoping there'd be something good there, seeing as that it's an out-of-the-way candle, but fortunately not. Not got much health. I could really do some more. New room. New save. Oh. Can we just duck underneath the axes? That's good. Oh, until they start firing them from below as well. Dude, get over here. Do I need to, like, back you into the corner? No. Or even just get you to despawn, that'll work. Oh. Looks like they might have gone a bit stuck in the corner. Oh, no, that wasn't what I really meant to do there. No, I meant to duck. I think maybe I destroyed the axe there, which gave me my whip upgrade, I think. That's what happened. I didn't realise that the enemy projectiles could also potentially drop things, but there we are. Suppose you learn something new every day. No, get to the top of the stairs and then duck. Come on, just die. There we go. Could really do with some meat. Could really do some healing. But whatever, we go for it. Now, luckily, the red skeletons aren't actually that threatening, so long as we can get up the stairs before they get over to us. And also if Simon actually turns around. Yeah, they're not that threatening, unless Simon messes up. Right, now when I face you towards the enemy, actually attack the enemy rather than look the other way. Get you before you can do anything. Oh, double shot on the other side of the wall. That's tragic. Because I can guarantee that's going to despawn by the time you get over there. Alright, we're going to give him a moment to back off so we can kind of sneak under them. Right, dudes, come on. Come on. Get some hearts. Up, up, up. Quick, 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 quick. Face the guy. Get him. Easy. Right, we're not going to attack that wall now because we want to keep it for when we're on the other side. This is where it'd be really good to have a sub-weapon, but we don't. That's not quite what I intended to do. Up, come on, Simon. I know you're not exactly the most agile guy out there. You're more of the barbarian than you are a delicate vampire hunter that the future, well, past Belmonts, depending on how you look at it. Future Belmonts in the game, future games are going to be, but come on, you still need to get up some stairs sometimes. Okay, turns out maybe they're not actually that bad. If you just stand up rather than trying to duck under them. And then hope they don't get a lucky hit. Get that, come on. Up. I reckon if we don't try and like duck under them beforehand, we can probably get to them before the red skeleton gets there. I think we can probably get through them if we're just kind of, you know, really go for it. Or not. I messed that up. I think what we need to do is basically just get it to run backwards and then climb the stairs. I don't think they're necessarily enemies you're supposed to kill with them backing up. Like, they're not too hard if you can just focus on them, but the fact they're backing up, I think the idea is just to distract you more than anything. So we're not going to play that game. We're just going to knock them back, like so, until they're well out of the way, and then we're just going to climb up over them. Oh. Okay, no. Maybe you are supposed to deal with them. I don't know why there's sometimes two of you and now there just isn't. I wonder what's going on with that. Up, up, jump, jump, Simon, jump. Yeah, there you go. Back them into a corner so they can't do anything. And then get them before the red skeleton can do anything. God damn it. But we figured out the strategy. We got that. Go. See, you just climb up there like this. Grab that. Wait for the red skeleton to turn around. Time our drop carefully so that we don't get immediately done in by an axe. Or not. Could really do with like a sprint button. I know it doesn't necessarily fit the game and it'll, you know, destroy any semblance of balance, but when you're kind of repeating the same rooms over and over and over again, could make just like getting through the corridors a bit faster. Right, I'm just going to get back to you once I get to where we were earlier. What's this space? Right. Okay, we're back. The enemy we were struggling with is finally dead. And we can move on. Straight into the looks of it. Into the jaws of another enemy. Fantastic. Right, go, 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 go. Alright. We'll cut it again. I'll be back in another moment. Alright, we are safely up the stairs. We can deal with this guy now. Come on, stop backing up. It'd be really, really handy if we had a sub-weapon, but we don't, so we're just going to have to sit here and do this with each and every one of them, which is a bit annoying, but there we are. Right, we're going to have to time this well. Because that's all that's going to happen is we're going to get done in by the skeleton as we climb the stairs. Right, through the door, come on. What horrible things lie through here. Save. I don't want to do that room for the nth time. I just want to get going. Now again, the problem here is that we don't have a sub-weapon, so we've really got no way to deal with them before they get here. Outside of luck. I think in previous levels we just dealt with them with a stopwatch, which we don't really have. Like the ability to collect here, so we're really in a tough spot with them. Right, come on. That's not what I wanted you to do at all. Gotta time your whips really well. You kind of want to hit both of them at the same time, which is why you really, really want at least a level 2 whip. Which I'm not quite sure. Oh, you bastard bone dragon. I definitely hit my whip out for that. There we go. You need very, very good spacing for that, which is a problem, because we don't really have the... Not really in a position to get particularly good spacing. Oh, this is going to be really nasty. I'm not sure how we're supposed to deal with this, to be honest. Like, it's right there. What am I supposed to do with that? It's right at the top of the stairs. This isn't necessarily how I expected the playthrough to go in regards to save scumming. I was hoping to be a little bit more... a little less like this, you know. I was hoping to be a bit more sophisticated with it, in terms of just using it at certain points with each block, but I realised that's not really an option, as it turns out. Right, get out of here. I was hoping there's maybe something in the wall. Oh, well, I timed that terribly. Yeah, that one's not too bad. It's just, again, timing. It's all timing in this game. With the exception of that enemy, I genuinely have no idea what the game wants me to do with that. Like, sometimes they'll fire out the cross and other times it won't. Yes, there we go. That's what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. Please just be the one red skeleton left on this floor. And yeah, please have some meat. Oh, beloved meat. I think this could be regretted, but oh, that's good. Okay. Medusa heads are back, unfortunately. I'm just going to load back immediately. So I need to stand still to let this one come from below me. And I realise I don't know why I'm doing this now. I actually have something to fire back at them with. Though they still have a ridiculous amount of health. Okay, I didn't realise they were this bulky. Oh, I'm messing this up. Damn Medusa heads! Damn Medusa heads! I'm hitting the axe and it's just not doing anything. definitely hit that one, but there we are. I'm well past the point of believing that this game is being fair when it's saying I'm hitting projectiles and the like, but there we are. I get the game's logic here. Let's get the two enemies that are all about your spacing and put them together for a real spacing challenge. But it's like, I'm hitting axes and it's just not destroying them. Right, come on. Get in my reins. And then it's the beloved enemies from the back. Everyone's favourite. Oh, 2 axe armors. Fantastic. Just what I needed. That stopwatch is going to be so good. Don't save. Let's not save there. Oh, messing this up. Oh, got him. No, let me get my watts. Let me get my watts. Get that. Come on. Go for it. Come on. We got him. Now we can do with being a bit more careful here. And if this is who I think it is, we're in for a real bad time. Not the button I meant to press. Yeah, so this is death. As you might have gathered from the fact it's a Grim Reaper with a bunch of scythes running around. He is particularly nasty. He's apparently the most infamous boss of the game. Which, in a game with Dracula and everything else, says a lot. And I was kind of hoping to keep my cross this time, because clearly it's not going to do anything in our fight. But here we are. Oh. Love a Medusa head. Love them. Love them. Oh, thanks guys. You really took that from me. You really took that from me, Medusa. Hope you're happy. Oh, come on, I hit that axe. I meant to hit that, but there we are. I think maybe it's for hitting multiple enemies. You get like a combo thing. I think that's where the points are coming from. Because I was wondering, like, why am I getting points randomly? Oh, no, I think I saved. Please tell me I didn't save. I accidentally hovered over the left trigger for just a little bit, and that's where the quick, like, options menu is. So I think I might have just accidentally saved when I really didn't want to. Let's have a look. Oh, no, that's good. That's not so good, running down the stairs and immediately getting hit, but... Got him, eventually. Just to die immediately. You know what? For the third time this episode, I think I'm going to see you in a moment when we get back to Death's Arena. Because this is doing me in. Right, I'm back. Not necessarily with the item I wanted, but I am back here. And immediately dead. See you again in a moment, guys. That took me like 10 minutes, but there we are. See you in a minute again. Right, I'm back again. I think I have finally figured out a system that kinda works to dealing with the axe armors and the Medusa heads at the same time. We'll see how quickly I can get to death using it now. So, I've demonstrated this once. Let's see... Yeah, by here. So what you do is you basically sit in one place, you don't move, and all that happens is when you have space to kind of stand up, and you don't mess it up, because if you move at all, then an enemy comes from behind you and it messes up the entire pattern and there's like literally nothing you can do. But that's basically it. You just stand in one space and you just attack at the exact same rate, and then in between each attack with a cross, you bend down to protect yourself, as you can see, from anything that's coming from below. So in terms of like axe heads, maybe a Medusa head if it's in an inconvenient place. But otherwise, that's the best strategy I've found. So, Death, haven't really experimented with him at all, because like, this is what happens. I have so little health by the time I finish this damn corridor that I come to the end of it and I face death and I've got nothing. I've got no health left. I want to keep the cross though, because that's the only one that does anything against death. The other thing, the stopwatch, is seemingly the only other thing that can drop at this point. Does absolutely nothing against him, so we are stuck with the cross if we want to try and use a sub-weapon against death, which is annoying, as you can imagine, but, you know, I'd rather have a sub-weapon against the penultimate boss than nothing at all. Again, I really haven't been able to fight him all that much, but, like... Of course he's damaging as well, why wouldn't he be? But yeah, hopefully you get the strategy. Even if I'm struggling to execute it properly, you at least get you get the thought, basically. The problem is that every time an axe does hit you, you do mess up your timing, then that knocks you back and an enemy... You know, you have to go and figure out, while the Medusa heads are off screen, where they're going to be, so that you can prepare for the next time. So I think here is where we need to be. It's a slow process, but like, it works. If you get the timing down, it works, and there's not much they can do. So, you know, hopefully we can start going into death using this strategy with more than one hit. So we can at least see where the sides spawn in, at the very least. We through? Yeah, there you go. I don't know whether there's anywhere in the arena that's like guaranteed to be safe, or whether it's just like hope for the best. I think... I think we kind of want to be on the left edge of that platform. Right, not there. That's not where we want to be. Yeah, what I'm thinking is we want to be on the left edge of that platform so that we can get a couple of hits in when he first spawns. Like, straight away we can get some hits in when he spawns. And we can clear out at least a few of the axes, a few of the scythes, ready to fight back. We'll see how well it works. Oh, messed that up. This is great. Oh, I messed up my placement. Right, here. There we go. Nothing can hit us. Come on. Come on, dude. There we go. And then we do the usual strategy we have with Medusa heads, where as soon as one spawns, we kind of just go backwards in an arc like this, and we really hope they don't spawn from behind us, because, you know, that completely throws away any strategy we have. Like, can't react to that then. Oh, messed it up. Messed it up. I've been on this one block for 45 minutes now. I don't know how kids in the 90s did this. I really don't. I gotta respect it, if nothing else. Like, just the time. Sorry, this isn't even the 90s, this is the 80s. Just the time input needed to prepare all of this, and I messed up. I need to wait until it's in front of me. Well, we had the invincibility potion, we just go for it. It is nicer they kind of give you the extra sound, so you do know when it is running out. Right, I think we're safe here. Okay, no, we're not safe. If Belmont doesn't bend down when I ask him to. This is the wonders of playing a game made for a D-pad on a joystick. It's, causes stuff like this to happen, where you're like, dude, do what I'm saying, and he's just not listening. There we go. Oh, come on. Right, there's our multi-shot. But it doesn't matter, because we get hit anyway. Now you know the strategy. Once again, I'll see you at death. Okay, everyone. I have managed to so thoroughly optimize that corridor that I managed to eventually reach a point where I was getting through it, destroying every single enemy in the area. So now I have gone and saved in front of death, so I can just load back in. See? Got through the entire arena and I am unscathed. So I think the best place to start this fight is by here, because that kind of lets you react to the first set of, at the very least the first set of scythes. Past that, it's a bit more of a fool's errand, but we at least get one hit on, and we can work off of one hit and hopefully reach a point where we can do anything, because we're not doing too much quite yet. Genuinely, I've reached a point where I'm like, I don't know how kids did it. Like, I get the whole thing about how, you know, this would be the only game you had, so... No, okay, load. I don't know what I was doing there. I get that this is, like, the only game you would have, so you would just practice it for hours and hours and hours, but even so, like, jeez. I'm destroying size and it's not doing anything. I have, the only kinda good thing about this is I have heard that death is the hardest boss in the game, so I'm hoping that with this guy finally falls, we're gonna have a nicer time against Dracula himself, who I hear, you know, is tough, but is not death levels. Like, you know, this guy is the limit. Well, actually, no, I hear the clock tower is even more infamous, but that's platforming, and to be honest, as a lot of the complaints I've seen about the platforming in this game, I haven't necessarily felt that much about. Like, it's kind of clunky, yeah, but it's very predictable. So, the platforming I'm not too worried about. It's the combat that's the real problem. Just, like, figuring out where you need to be and all the rest of that. I think these scythes at the start always spawn in the same place. The problem is you inevitably end up with like sides below you and above you, and it's like, well, what am I doing here? Where am I going? I've got nowhere to go. So that's the inevitable problem. Perhaps up here is better. No, definitely not. Definitely not better. Because things are just spawning directly on top of you, and there's nothing Simon can do about that. If something's directly above you, that's, you know, that's it. That's just gotta take the hit. Which is great because they flying like above and below, and there's nothing you can do about that. You just have to hit them while they're in front of you, which is not very often at all. And then, of course, you've also got Death flying around as well, who's also a hitbox. So, you know, you can't even guarantee that, oh, well, there's no scythe there. In previous runs, I'm at least safe for a little bit. Like, no. Oh, you bastard scythe, you. I really wish these hearts healed you. Why are you facing that way, Belmont? Why were you facing that way? I had directed you the other direction. Please listen to me. Oh, got everything. That's good. Not that it matters all that much, because they spawn so many more so quickly. There's like, oh, well, okay. That's good, I guess. I was in a little bit of a flow state there. He's like, he's nearly at half health. You know, that's something. Nearly half health. Please face forward, Belmont. Please. I can't be having you, like, doing something and then looking at my screen and seeing, oh, wait, no, he's gone and turned himself around again. You're going to give me a heart attack, Simon. Okay. I don't know whether the scythes spawn in a pattern or not. Like, the first few definitely do. But beyond that, I don't know. So, like, if we do it... I was going to say, if we do it a little further back, we can maybe get that first scythe before it gets in the way and it can potentially attack us. But no, that's not what we can do at all. See, the game recommends you have holy water, but, like, there is nowhere, anywhere near this fight that you're getting holy water. So, like, from where, game? Where do you want me to get the holy water for? Like, I'm not a machine. If you happen to have, like, a holy water fountain right next to us, that'd be really good to know. Maybe it is the placement. Maybe I don't want to be on the left like I thought I did. Maybe I do want to be more to the right. As much as we can't hit Dracula immediately, it'll mean... Simon, I swear to God. It'll mean we're out of the way of the first... Oh no, they change depending on where you are as well. Okay, great. So that's another, like, thing you can't necessarily do. You can't try and seize them by good placement. So, from what I can gather, one spawns directly above you. Yep. And then you kind of got two that cross together to get for you, which is good. Great. Really good. And then, of course, you have Death flying around. I don't know whether he's got a pattern. I haven't lived long enough to tell. So basically, we need to get out of the way of the first one immediately. Yeah, I guess the point of the one directly above you is to stop you from, like, camping on these higher ledges. But it also means that there's just a ton of situations where it's like, dude, what do you want me to do? Right, so we want to be about here, because that means that when Death spawns, that scythe we can just walk to the side to get out of the way from. And then past that, like, hope for the best. That's the strategy. We have managed to figure out exactly one set of scythes. Actually implementing that is another matter, but we have figured out how they're moving and how we're going to react to it. Oh, I thought we did quite well there, but I'm looking at his health and like, no, we didn't. Not at all. Nowhere near good enough. Right there. Oh, if you do it far enough to the left, then that third one just doesn't spawn. That's not happening. Haven't even got a single hit on him. Death, please, sir, can you, like, move down so I can hit you? Please, sir. Oh, we got him to half health. It definitely seems that for damage we want to be on those upper platforms. We just need to have basically an escape route ready, so we can get out the way when scythes inevitably start spawning directly on top of us. Death! Why are you like this? That one went quite well. Right, here. Destroy those two immediately. You know what would be good? An axe. An axe would be pretty good for this stage, actually. But no axe spawns anywhere in the block, from what I can tell. So, like, good luck getting one. Right, so about here, and then, yeah, you despawn the one that's usually to the side. Can you please get up there, Simon? Please, please get onto the platform, please. Don't just get stuck on it. I don't want you to hump the platform. I want you to get onto the platform. Please, just for me, Simon, please. I'm begging you, dude. Also, Death, you're cheating. You can't be hiding your scythes. I'm not hiding my crosses when I'm throwing them at you. You can't be running in front of your scythes and hiding them when they're spawning. That's just, it's not on. There's a specific place where if you can line it up properly, you can hit multiple scythes at once, but I can only do it sometimes. Oh, I've messed that up royally. Now we've got dozens of scythes running around and no way to attack them. I would love an axe. I have an axe to grind, or I would have a grindstone for an axe, but no axe. No axe to grind. Much as I would love one, I'm the one person who wants an axe to grind. That was terrible. I think we managed to land a single whip hit with him, which does just nothing. Didn't mean to do that. It's when they just like graze by your toes and it's like, Simon, what are you even hitting for? This is a good one. Oh, come on. Look at that. One tiny little sliver of health. I think the key there was faking it out at the start, but repeating that's not happening. Oh, I would love to have been able to analyze that and really know what I was doing, but the best I can come up with is I think I just kind of got lucky at the start in terms of where the scythe spawned, and past that, like where they kept spawning and where death was moving as well. I think I just kind of got lucky that they all overlapped with my crosses a lot, like all in the same place. I love it when they are all in the platform, so there's absolutely nothing you can do about them. That's what I love my scythes to do. That's what I love about the scythes. My complete inability to do anything about them. Simon, face the direction I'm pointing you, please, please. Sometimes they just kind of go up into the corner and then don't do anything, the scythes, and I'd like to know why they do that, because it would let me hopefully trick them into going into the corner and not doing anything more often. That'd be really good. But that's not happening. And apparently I've been doing all of this and I don't even have a fully powered up whip. So that's great. I thought I at least had like a full level whip, but apparently not. No, that was great. What we need that multi-shot. That's what we really need. We really desperately need that multi-shot to drop. I think that's what's letting us do the big damage. Because otherwise we don't actually have much to damage death with. Like, our crosses are fine, but not enough to really lay the hurt on him. We need something more. And that's what the multi-shot gives us. Because we have a level 2-1. I gotta be honest, we're doing all of this and I'm not actually seeing it multiple of anything we're firing out. But I don't know whether it's just dealing extra damage, maybe, instead of actually firing multiple projectiles. But, yeah, see, we like... I keep getting stuck. Simon's not looking the right way, or he doesn't diagonally jump. Or he's not throwing out his whip when I'm pressing the whip button. That's another thing. Don't even need to hear the thing. I can tell immediately. Face death. in every sense of the term, Simon. You're in Dracula's castle, you're probably gonna die. As we've seen clearly expressed in this fight. The triple shot seems to spawn more often if you destroy the scythe in the center. Like, that's the only time I'm seeing the multi-shot spawn, is when they're in the center. I'd also love it, really love it, if there was some way to get safe on these platforms. Like, these upper platforms might as well not even exist for me, because I don't know how I'm supposed to stand on them safely. Also, it's official, I've spent more time on this single level than I have on the entirety of the rest of the game combined. Not so fun fact. Oh... It is all about that early location. Because that's going to enforce where every other scythe for the rest of the fight's going to spawn from the looks of it. So it's very important that you get the right placement right at the start. Simon, I swear to God, please face the right way. You can't be doing this to me. What the hell? Oh, come on, we were that close! There you go, that's Death's final gambit. If I'm gonna beat him, he's gonna go and cause the game to freeze. Ridiculous. We were right there, man. Please, oh, I was going for that triple shot and I just couldn't get it in time. Oh. Got him. Got him. Got him! Yes! Oh, no, no. Oh, please, please. Please! Oh, oh. Oh, we were that close to dying. Like, look at that. It's in Simon's head. Dracula's going to be very confused when the Belmont finally gets to him after all of this time. He's like, he's got a scythe stuck in his head. What was Death doing to him? Oh, but that sunning there, finally, after all of that time, make sure that we press save and not load. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh my goodness. It took a long time between that Medusa corridor and Death, my god, Death, and everything else in the rest of the stage as well. But all of that kind of just pales in comparison to that final stretch. My goodness, but it is finally done. Like 20 minutes on one boss fight that ends up taking, like, what, 40 seconds? Oh my goodness. I never want to do that again. Everything up until this point has been fairly enjoyable, if occasionally difficult, but that 5th block, my god. Thank god it's over. But anyway, it was a lengthy one, but I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you tune in next time, where we finally take on Dracula himself and destroy him. You know, not forever, but, you know, for a couple. I mean, Simon is 1692, I think it's Richter after him. Like 100 years. Like, we'll put Dracula down for the next 100 years, and then we can move on. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Tune in next time, and ciao.